National Basketball Association had Michael Jordan, known as one of the greatest basketball players ever to play the game. He led the NBA in scoring 7 consecutive seasons. He led the Chicago Bulls to 6 NBA championships. The National Hockey League had Wayne Gretzky, the greatest hockey player ever to skate on ice. Wayne Gretzky holds 61 NHL records. He won 4 Stanley Cup championships with the Edmonton Oilers. Major League Baseball had Babe Ruth. Critics claim he's the best player ever to play the game of baseball. He led the league in hitting 13 times. He hit 714 home runs. He was elected to the Baseball Hall of Fame in 1936. The entertainment world had the Duke, John Wayne. John Wayne played a variety of movie roles, from a cowboy to a member of the armed forces. John Wayne, an American legend. There have been many people who have excelled in their chosen profession, but no one has excelled in their profession quite like Brigadier General Michael W. Beasley. He's a soldier, a patriot, and a warrior. In a lifetime, it's rare to witness greatness from such people as Michael Jordan, Wayne Gretzky, Babe Ruth, John Wayne, and Brigadier General Michael W. Beasley. He assumed the duties of Commanding General of the 88th Regional Ratings Command on the 11th of July, 2001. General Beasley has served in the military for over 30 years, to include 7 years on active duty with overseas tours in Italy and Vietnam. General Beasley has commanded military units at all levels, from a field artillery battery in Vietnam to a division-sized command at Fort Snelling, Minnesota. Brigadier General Michael W. Beasley is a patriot, a warrior, a hero. Since Brigadier General Michael W. Beasley has been in command of the 88th Regional Readiness Command, he's faced a number of challenges. The attacks on September the 11th, the mobilization of soldiers in support of Operation Iraqi Freedom and Noble Eagle, the convoy attack of the 724 Transportation Company, and the capture of then Private First Class Keith Matt Moppin on April the 9th, 2004.
On April 9th of 2004, 88th Blue Devil soldiers of the 724th Transportation Company got hit with the worst post-war attack by the insurgents in Iraq.
It is an amazing story of what happened on April 9th. It's an amazing story of 23 soldiers seeing their duty and acting upon their duty, 200 insurgents to 23 American fighting soldiers. You fought them off, you came through, and your mission was completed.
Hi, David. This is a highly decorated unit, and right now they're receiving awards all individually from their commanding officer, Brigadier General Mike Beasley, and then they're going to be sent at ease and have some demobilization before they're finally turned loose after a year of commendable service in Iraq. The 724th Transportation Company from Iraq will be remembered for its heroism, specifically on the day of April 9th of 2004, when they received heavy enemy fire just west of Baghdad. And as things stand, it is the heaviest insurgent attack on a convoy in the post-Saddam Iraq.
We don't have any further definitive word on his whereabouts. We do still believe he's alive. We still do believe we can effect a rescue.
On that date, you had at least 9 people whose lives were saved by a specialist by the name of Jeremy Church, who actually returned enemy fire and drove one of his commanders out of the kill zone and then went back in to save others. And for his efforts, Shep, he's being awarded the Silver Star, which is the second highest award for bravery in combat. And I had the opportunity to talk to Jeremy Church when he left the plane this morning, and here's some of what he said.
Oh, it feels just great to be home. I'm glad to be out of Iraq.
Your unit has gone through so much. Not only wonderful to have this kind of homecoming, but unlike others, you're not returning with one member of the 724th. How does that feel?
They'll be back soon.
From the attacks on September the 11th, 2001, to the attack on April the 9th, 2004, Brigadier General Michael W. Beasley has remained a solid leader of the soldiers of the 88th Regional Readiness Command.
Well, I have to tell you this, as you look at General Beasley retiring, what a tremendous sense of pride he must have as he goes out the door, because probably his most challenging assignment was his last one. You know, when you look at the unprecedented activities that the RRC had to go through since 9/11, I mean, Mike Beasley took command in July 11th of 2001. 60 days later, the U.S. is attacked, and the 88th RRC immediately is sending units in the defense of America.
How do I compare Brigadier General Mike Beasley to other commanding generals that I've worked for? Steiner organized us into a new organization. O'Connell got us ready, trained us and got us ready, and Mike Beasley took us to war.
I remember when I met with the MSC commanders and the command sergeants major after the change of command ceremony, I basically told them that we needed to get real serious about our warrior skills. We needed to get real serious about training, that we needed to refocus our efforts on mobilizations and deployments.
Brigadier General Beasley was born on March the 28th, 1948 in Temple, Texas. His wife talks about the man and the soldier.
Michael taught me a lot about military life and his love for the soldier and the United States. I think that the amount of devotion that he has shown to all of his soldiers and his love of the Army, it breaks me up. The soldiers always come first. I think Michael and he was an Eagle Scout, and I think he always has had a great sense of responsibility, and you could count on him, and he followed through, and so those are all qualities that I think have been very important in helping him to take care of his soldiers and do an excellent job. So I really don't think that there's anything more that could have been asked of him.
No, sayonara, bye-bye, ciao. It's been a pleasure. I may be riding one of my horses from the Blue Devil Horse Platoon and traipsing off. In recollection, and I'm anticipating your question, I think in looking back over it, I was particularly proud of the time in Vietnam, the service in both Kuwait and Bosnia, where I headed up combined and joint task forces on rebuilding those countries after their wars, while assigned in civil affairs positions. And right up through this extraordinary period of wartime service, starting with September 11th, 2001, and ending today, July 9th or 10th of 2005. It's been just a great career, and I've enjoyed it, and I've been challenged by it. I'll forever be indebted to my wife Bobby and Sandra and Christina, and Mom and Jean, and the folks and my brothers, sister, for the undying love and support that they have given me to enable me to go through this 38-year venture. I won the Pugil Stick Championship at my basic training course, and I was always real proud of that. And then subsequently my assignment in Italy, doing some detachment security work with the Italian Army, just solidified a real enjoyment with the fulfillment of military tasks and missions. Then I was promoted to captain and immediately sent to Vietnam, and I was proud to be engaged in that effort. I felt that it was both a good personal background, but something our nation was doing and was doing wisely, and I wanted to participate in that war. It's been an extraordinary experience, quite a delight, a challenge, and probably the most rewarding and satisfying time of my life.
All right, but you let's do a little singing and smoke. Got time, count to it. Got time, midnight, real good, real good. Oh, 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 1, 2, boom, chaka-laka-laka, boom, chaka-laka-laka, boom, chaka-laka-laka, boom. Where the hell have you been, soldier? Training, sir! Training, sir! What kind of training, son? Army training!